Hi folks, hello Captain Bush, welcome. So a little bit of Secret of Mana I thought this afternoon. Since we're making some good progress to the game actually, and in the last stream we managed to go ahead and unlock magic for the first time. And I have gone ahead and just levelled those magics up a little bit off stream, so that hopefully we'll be getting a little bit more in terms of raw power. You beat the original Final Fantasy XII yesterday. Congratulations, Captain. How did you find it in the end? Is that the story you finished, or have you completed all of the content in the game? I'm just checking out my stream here and then we'll get started. Just gives people a minute or two to come and join us if they want to. We're going to be starting today by heading over to Pandora, and that's a village. But I can't fully remember the way, so I'm sure we can explore as we go. We have been there before, though. Let's start making a start, quite frankly. So we can hopefully find it without too much trouble. Ah, the story. Well, congratulations then on that. So have you still got some of the hunts and that to take care of, such as, what's-his-face, Yasmat. That one's a bit annoying. In the original Final Fantasy XII, because it takes about 2 hours to do. Or if you managed to take that one down already. Also, have you played the Zodiac Age, have you, Captain Bush? Or just the original? Okay, so I'm not going to bother wasting our MP at the moment. We'll just swing the weapon. And the reason why we've turned this guy into a snowman is because we've got enchanted magic. Hello, Abhijit. I'm doing fine, thanks, matey. How are you? Just started today, here on Secret of Mana. Though I have done a little bit, just a little bit, about 20 minutes or so of grinding off screen. Just to level up our magics, which is why you can see me turning the enemies into snowmen, and that's because one of our girls here can actually enchant the weapons with ice magic. Oh, that's a good idea then, Captain. Yeah, because there is a vast difference actually between the original and the Zodiac Age. The story's the same and the gameplay in many ways is the same, but in terms of the character development and what have you, there is a fair amount of difference between them. If you do that though, Captain, you'll have to let us know which you prefer, since you might have played them both quite close together if you do that. Oh, that's good to hear then, Abhijit. Yeah, if your PC can handle it, Captain, the PC version is ever so slightly better than the PS4 version because it can go 60 frames per second. But that is more dependent on what your PC can handle, as I say. Hello, Joel. Welcome to the stream. And welcome to those others that have joined us. We've just got started here in Secret of Mana. And I did a little bit, not much, but a little bit of grinding off camera before we started this afternoon. Just to level up our magics to level 1 or 2, I think it was. I guess we can just go ahead and check that, because I need to remind myself anyway. Yeah, level 2 for the ice magics, which is Undine, or Undyne. I haven't done a whole lot with Gnome yet, which we only just got. So what I do need to try and do is find Pandora, and it's been a while since we went to that village. So I can't remember precisely the way we need to go. Well, either way, Captain, hopefully you'll enjoy it. I mean, if you like the original, the Zodiac Age does improve it in many ways, although there is some contention over which edition of the license board is more fun, out of the original and out of the Zodiac Age version of it. Although trial mode is quite a fun addition to the Zodiac Age. Something that was always missing from the original was a nice arena where you can just battle different enemies and what have you. So we need to start going south. I have played Final Fantasy X, Abhijit. In fact, if it's helpful to you, mate, I've got a walkthrough for Final Fantasy X up on my channel. There's about 75 videos in it as well, so it covers every aspect of the game. And we 100% that one as well. Hiya, Vince. Yes, I am working on another episode for that. I'm not sure when it'll go live because I've got to get it uploaded. I've got to finish editing it as well. I seem to be stuck here. We're going round in circles. But yeah, I haven't forgotten about Star Ocean. We've made some good progress on that game, so I do definitely want to carry on with it for sure. I'm going to have to start using the map a little bit more, I think, because we've got ourselves stuck in a section of the game here, which I can't get out of. Yeah, Final Fantasy X's awesome. Okay, some of the voice acting is pretty poor, but it was improved substantially as the series went on. Like, Final Fantasy XII is much better than Final Fantasy X. It was the first Final Fantasy game with voice acting. But the actual gameplay to Final Fantasy X is a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed trying to get as much as you can out of the sphere grid. Hi Joshua, welcome. Yes, it is a classic. I never actually played the original. I know a few people have though. And it's apparently very close to the original, this remastered release, in terms of the mechanics and what have you. So the original was never exactly an easy game. And the challenges that it had have been brought across to this version as well. So they have actually been fairly faithful. We need to head to the right. We've got some useful signposts now. And due to the fact that we've got some nice gear equipped, we're not really taking a whole lot of damage here. Excuse me. Trying to drink my brew a little bit too fast there. The one thing I would have liked to have seen in this game, and I know they're being faithful to the original, I would have liked it to have been a little bit easier to access magics and attacks and abilities on characters we're not using. So we can still do so by opening up the menu here, but we do have to navigate to those magics. Manually, sorry, by going down here. Like that. I've tried to do a little bit of grinding myself, so that things don't get too overpowered. As in, like, the enemies get too overpowered for us. But somebody told me we should be about level 15 by this point, and I'm a little bit short of that, so... But it is more traditional, this game, in the sense that you are expected to grind levels in order to progress, really just with the story. Most RPGs now, JRPGs, you tend to grind if you want to take on the optional content, but the story you can generally just whiz through. Whereas that doesn't seem to be the case here. So we're looking for Pandora. Yeah, I've got my weapons set to L1 and R1 at the minute. As far as I can tell, they're the only shortcuts you can have. Is L1 and R1. And I'm going to use the spear for a bit, actually. Let me just check if both of those weapons are maxed out. I believe they are. The spear certainly is, and the axe isn't. So I do need to keep using that. So with weapons, one thing I've learned is that you level up the weapon by killing the enemy, getting the killing blow. But with magics, you level magics up by just attacking with magics. So you don't have to get the killing blow. Every attack levels it up a little bit. Which is why I'm going around hitting these easy enemies here. There we go, we've leveled up the axe to level 2. Hiya folks, welcome to those just joining us on the stream. We're just making our way over to the village of Pandora here. We've already started unlocking magics. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is a fun game, Captain Bush. I have played the first game on YouTube. So if you look around the channel, you can find the playlist for that. I completed the whole game, including the optional bosses as well. It was a fun playthrough, actually. Right, so I believe this is Pandora. One thing I would like to see in this game, I think, is just some kind of option to see exactly where we are. Like on the menu, just the name of the area that we're in. But I can't seem to see such a thing. But there we go. So we're going to start by going to the south. And we've got a girl with blue hair.
Pamela? What's the matter? You're acting strange.
She disappeared. The ruins are down there. Let's check them out.
Okay, so we've got a new destination that's opened up to us, which is basically heading down south here. One thing we could do is just make sure that we're nicely topped up on everything that we need going forward. And I'm confident that we are already, so I'm not going to bother going to the shops. We're just going to head out down south. Ten-2 is a fun game, actually. It's very different in style, and I think it was designed to bring in a more females, more girls into the franchise. At least that's what I read somewhere. And you can kind of tell when you play it that that's really what it's aimed for, with the whole dress sphere system and the all-female cast. But the actual gameplay mechanics are a lot of fun, and the PS3 re-release, which is also available now on PS4 and PC, introduced some new mechanics as well, such as the monster arena place, which can potentially overpower your party, but it does provide some good extra gameplay as well to take part in. So we can see the girl with blue hair once more.
Oh, they say I'm going to be sacrificed. Pretty neat, huh? You're going to be what? Pamela, snap out of it! Stop whining. Just leave me alone. Hey, Pamela! Pamela! What are you guys doing? Get out of my way!
So this Pamela girl just punched us in the face and then ran off again.
We have to hurry, or Pamela's a goner. Dialog's supposed to be there too.
So we're going to actually head on inside here. Just say hello to some of the NPCs outside before we do. They don't have too much to say to us, so I think we'll just head on in.
What is this?
And the enemies in this place, I've got some notes written down here from before we started. And I've wrote down that the enemies here have a very high evade chance and don't give much experience for the reward, so it's best just to run through them for the time being, since we don't want to use our magic, as that was going to come in useful on the next boss.
Try to stop me.
So hopefully we're going to go the right way here. Just going to run past everything as we keep following the path. And we can either go south or through this door here. We'll do this. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot to do in this place. Can we kill this guy, or are we just going to get a lot of misses? Yeah, this is why we just want to avoid these enemies, I think, for now. I can't even hit this guy. It's a bit like a magic pot out of Final Fantasy, isn't it? The ones that you have to give elixirs to. What about these? Can we kill these?
You asked for it. Get ready.
That wasn't too bad. With a high evade chance, there's probably less point in actually charging the weapon. I don't think there's anything else to do in this room, is there? Yeah, some of these enemies here, Abhijit, can be a real nuisance, actually. Which is why I'm just going to avoid them for the time being. You can use magics on them, since magic should hit. Oh, the floor's quite strange there, isn't it? But I don't want to use magics because we do have a boss fight coming up. And it would just make the most sense to save the MP for that. Yeah, Gilgamesh is hard. The first battle's not too tough. Well, it's not easy if you're unprepared, but it's not too tough. But the second fight against him is quite a challenge. I can't remember off the top of my head the strategy I used, Captain, but I would just advise watching the video I put out on it and seeing what I did and just pretty much repeating it. But because you're playing on the original version, the setup might be a little bit different than what I've gone for, but it should give you an idea. So we'll see who this fellow is. This is Thanatos.
Indeed. I've heard much about you. You have beaten LNA, which means you are no ordinary fools.
Hand over Pamela and Dyla, and stop whatever you're doing to the people of the kingdom.
How amusing. You show some spirit, at least. I suppose this is the Pamela to whom you were referring. Unfortunately for you, I've already drained her energy. She's now my faithful servant.
Okay, so I've heard this fight can be quite hard. So it's a good job we have auto-save
Under this altar is the
in the
energy
remake here.
from the people.
Because there's a chance we might have to reload and try again.
Waste of time. Submit to the Empire now, or you too will face utter destruction. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, and when you're stealing from Gilgamesh, don't forget you need to steal from him multiple times in the fight, so that you can get everything that he has, all the Genji stuff. Since it's the only way to get it, you don't want to miss out on it at all.
Force, no one has a chance against a might such as ours. He was a difficult one to crack. I hear Snes had a hard time with him, too. Could this soldier be... Things are becoming more interesting.
Oh, thanks, Joshua. I've actually got written down here. I might try what you've said, Joshua, but I've got written down here to kill the side eyes first, or they'll keep spam healing the middle eye. I'm not sure if that was the same on the original game, but it is written down on my notes here that I've taken. But if it doesn't work, and we have to reload our autosave, then I will go ahead and try what you've suggested.
Your life force will be collected in that room. Don't struggle.
So we've got a nice AoE healing ability as well at this point. We're going to start by charging up our weapon here. And we'll pick an eye. So these eyes heal, and they can be resurrected later on, but usually with a small amount of health. So let's try again and get a good hit in here. The one problem with charging your weapons is I don't think it increases your hit chance. So let's see if we can go ahead and heal up here. If we use the correct character. Not that one. Yeah, this one. So we can do AoE healing, which is obviously helpful. And because I've leveled it up, it should heal for quite a bit. There we go. Ah, nice 69 hit there. See, because we hit the middle eye then, the other eye actually healed it straight away. I think that's what we want to avoid. Oh man, this is annoying. So I do want to use magic, but not yet. We'll use that on the middle eye once we've got the other eyes killed. So we'll go ahead here and throw a heal, an AoE heal. There we go, nicely stocked up again. I'll just hit the middle eye while it's the only thing to hit. Oh, the other eyes are dead now. Okay, I didn't even realise that. In which case, then we need to be fast here. Probably shouldn't have been messing around on that. So we'll go for freeze. There we go, 178 points of damage. That's what I'm talking about there. And we'll do that again. And we've got a little bit of time to do this, so hopefully we'll be able to manage it. And again. And again. Oh, wrong person. Why can't I seem to select the correct one here? Okay, well let's go ahead and just... we don't need to cure actually. That's better. I don't know why we couldn't select that person a moment ago, but we can now. Oh no, the eye's shut. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Wow, it's still not dead. Well, hopefully it will be very soon here, because we're about to run out of MP. I think we've done it, yeah. And we got a trophy for it, nice one. That's why I wanted to save the MP, because it's important that we have enough to finish off the middle eye. Then when the wall starts moving. The problem is if you leave the left and right eyes, they'll be spam healing the middle one while it's moving, and you might not kill it in time then. But it's not moving, I don't think, while you're killing the left and right eyes, which is why I think it's a pretty good strategy to use.
I see. So this child is the new wielder of the mana sword.
Oh yeah, that's interesting, Joshua. I have got that written down. The reason I haven't used it is because that's the magic I haven't yet leveled up. But no, that's a good point. Thanks for pointing that out. It is the weakness, the no magic.
A ragtag bunch of kids.
Thanks, Abhijit and Joel.
Like they're the heroes of
But
legend.
yeah, as Joshua says, guys, it's probably a good idea to level up your no magic first,
I'll withdraw for the time being.
since it is stronger
You
than the
may
ice
have
magic.
your village, but I will take these two.
Wait! No! Stop! Camilla!
Until we meet again.
Okay. So I think that's pretty much all we need to do. I don't think I've got anything to exit the dungeon with, actually, in terms of the... Is it the magic cups or something? Something like those, anyway. See if there's anything else to do around here. On my notes here, I have got written down... Go back to the castle. Which is the castle? The door is locked, we're trapped. How wonderful.
Oh, well, hello. Where are we? Is Pamela here?
My mind's still foggy.
Just chat to some of these
Gemma!
people. Oh, there we go.
Apologies. I let my guard down. Thanatos is one of the Empire's best and most fearsome generals. I had no idea they'd sent him.
Have you been playing this game, Abhijit, have you?
It's strange to see such underhanded...
Or have you been
tactics
focusing
of the Empire. Why steal life energy?
on something else at the moment?
The Empire wants to break the seals and resurrect the Mana Fortress. They don't need Thanatos for that. All that is certain is that if Thanatos is here, his forces can't be far behind. This land is in danger. This bodes ill. In any case, you should return to Lucas. I'm off to the underground palace.
Okay, I'm going to head back in because I think this is where we want to go to grab something. So my notes say go back to the back of the throne room. Master Keaton, hello mate. Yeah, things are going fine, thanks. How are you? I'll talk to the king. Thanks, Joshua. I'm just going to try and find out which room he's in now. The throne room is where we need to head to. But I need to actually find it more than anything. I'm still learning my way around this game, basically. I never actually played the original. So sometimes it's just taking a minute or two to get the correct bearings of where we're going. Oh, fantastic, Master Keaton. Congratulations on that. And you got Zodiac too. Brilliant. Well done. Okay, nothing in here. It's probably the room we were just in, actually, that we got automatically kicked out of. It's kind of weird, this place, because you sort of feel like you're heading down as opposed to up as you do in most dungeons. Right, so we're going to head across, and I'm hoping this is the right place. But knowing my luck, it probably isn't. In fact, I don't think it is now. I thought this is where the king would be again. But he's not. Yeah, that's usually the way, actually, I find Master Keaton in the Final Fantasy games. Is that you'll over-level yourself with the story in order to get the optional content done. But the story, I guess, isn't made or tuned in line with the optional content, because that's why it's optional. But yeah, I find that as well. I know what you mean. Oh, that's no problem, Abhijit. No problems at all. Although I can't seem to find the correct room here that we're looking for. Was that the year it came out, was it, Joshua? Oh, it was probably about that, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it came out in '93, didn't it? On the Super Nintendo. Goodness me. I'll be interested to see if any of the other games in this franchise are going to get the remake treatment. I suppose Square will see how well this one does first, as to whether it'll be worth it or not for them. To go in there. I am actually Master Keaton. The only thing I'll struggle with is finding my way around. But I'm starting to get used to some of the places we've been to multiple times now. And it does require a little bit of grinding. But that's to be expected from an old school Japanese role-playing game. Yeah, that's right, Abhijit, isn't it? 1993. Wow. So what's that, 25 years old? Goodness me. Does anybody know where the king is located? Because I thought it was over in this building. But clearly it isn't. Right, let's head back to Pandora. And we'll see what's going on down there, or up there. Nope. I was hoping there'd be like another castle or something. Joshua, do you know where the king is located? I'm pretty sure it's not this way. So I won't head that way just yet. Right, okay. Top left side in Pandora. Okay, so this is the top left side.
Feeling like
This is the kingdom of...
I can't see anything around the top left side of Pandora here. This exit just takes us back to the main map. have a look around some of the other buildings, perhaps. Trying to find the king. Well, that's the inn. Let's just have a look over on the right-hand side, see if there's anything over here.
This is Pandora Castle.
Ah, this is it. I found it. This is the castle. This is where the king will be. Yeah, thanks, Joshua. Top right side. That's the one. We've got it. Right, now we just need to find the throne room.
About 15 years ago.
Did you know there's an enormous tree called a manor?
There's no map in this place either, which seems to be a little bit annoying. But I'm sure we'll find out where we want to go to. We've got a door there, door in the middle. Let's try this one. So this room looks quite throny, doesn't it? And here's a side room. Is this the king?
Looks like Gemma was correct
No?
when he said you young people were going to save our country.
So we'll head through here. Ah, here he is. Okay, this is who we want to speak to. We found it, yes.
Has returned to my kingdom.
The king of Pandora.
What Gemma said about you and the Mana Sword was true after all. As the legends foretold, we will bestow our treasure back to its rightful owner. Go down those stairs to retrieve it. We've guarded these for centuries for you, wielder of the Mana Sword. Take them with you and save the world.
Okay, so the soldier moves. We can head down and grab all the wonders of treasures that lie beyond. Some money. Some more money. And even more. Okay, we've got a spear orb. And a sword orb. And some more dosh. Okay, so that's why I wanted to come back to the king. I'm not sure if this is optional or not. It might be, actually. But definitely worth doing. So we've got a spear orb and a sword orb there. So just go over to my weapon skills. Yep, I can see we've got the spear and the sword orb. We'll go ahead and equip the sword. In fact, let's just briefly set that as L1. Hi guys, welcome to those joining us on stream. We've just taken on a boss here in Secrets of Mana that was quite reminiscent of the Demon Wall bosses you get in Final Fantasy. We had to slaughter it with our magics before it came and crushed us, the wall. So it's a fair bit of fun, and then we've just run around and found the king in order to get some more upgrades for our weapons, some more orbs. And now our next destination is going to be the Ice Palace place, the Water Palace. But it might be worth stopping by the Dwarven Village perhaps to see if there's anything the blacksmith can do for us. Now that we've done a boss, got a few orbs, etc. So I think we'll just have a detour back there and see what he's got to say for himself. Pretty sure this is the way now. Oh, our weapon's doing some good damage. 76 damage. Oh, that is a critical hit, okay. But still nice. Okay, we're not levelling it just yet. Unless we didn't get any killing blows with it. Okay, I thought we was maxed out on candy, but apparently not. Does anybody know, by the way, why it is you can go ahead and, in the menu option, change how much is the max of each item that you can equip? I mean, I've got it set to 12, which is the most you can select it to out. You can have 4, 8 and 12 of the options. It just seems like a strange option to have. What is the point of selecting 4? I don't get it. Why would you only ever want to be able to carry a max of 4 of each item instead of 12? Maybe those of you that have played the original could shed some light onto that. Thanks, Joshua. I'm going to head over to the blacksmith now. I'm hoping we can do so. We'll speak to him and find out anyway. Back at the Dwarven village. I'm just killing the enemies on the way. We should still be getting normal experience. Okay, I think we're nearly there now. So we'll head down here. And then around, and then we can go down again. Quite a maze, this area, isn't it? I'm just about getting used to it now, though. Traversing across the various landscapes and water areas in order to access the Dwarven village. But I think we've just about made it now. Yay. Right, so we're at the blacksmith. We'll speak to him.
I've been waiting. Which weapon?
Okay, so we can go ahead and upgrade the spear. Yeah, it's probably just going to be the one stream, I'm afraid, today, Joel. The reason for that is, well, my wife's out this evening, so I'm going to have to be staying at home in order to watch the kids. Okay, and the sword as well. And I think that's it. So now we can level up the sword and the spear. Oh, look at the spear now. It's looking pretty awesome. So's the sword. I like the way that you get the models change once you've upgraded the weapon. Both of these should now potentially be really quite powerful, especially once we've leveled them up. So we need to make our way over to the water palace. And speak to... Is it Luca, the name of the girl that lives up there? The game does work on levels, it seems. You can't swing your spear or your weapon if you're on a lower level, but you can use magics and ranged weapons to take enemies out that are higher or lower than your party. I do play from... yeah, oh, sorry Victorina, that was confusing what I said. I do play from home, but I've got my setup, my YouTube setup in the garage, which is a disconnected building from the main house. So it is home, but it's not in the house, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. It's about 25 metres away from the house. It just means when I'm doing videos and stuff then, I can do so without disturbing anybody. And hopefully when streaming without being disturbed. I might do a video one day, if enough people actually would care for it. I'm not sure if they would. Just showing my setup and what have you. So people can see, you know, where it is I'm working from when I do this YouTube stuff. And then they can kind of imagine how it is that I'm, you know, doing things when they're watching videos and stuff. I won't kill that since it's on a lower level. Just going to see how our spear's levelling up here. 27%. Well, I suppose it's getting there. SL man, hello. How are you? You alright? Thanks for joining us. So guys, for those just joining us recently over the last few minutes, as you can see, we're just playing through Secrets of Mana at the moment. In particular, we've gone ahead and taken on a boss. A Demon Wall style boss, if you play Final Fantasy, is the best way of really saying what that was about. And now we've gone ahead and upgraded some weapons, and we're going to be making our way back over to Luca at the Water Palace. If I can find out the way. Yeah, some people do like those, don't they, Victorino? I haven't really got any good recording equipment, unfortunately. So it'd probably just be an iPhone job if I did do that. Plus I'll probably have to get the place tidied up a little bit as well. Ooh, level 15. Would you recommend that one then, Captain Bush? Have you completed it before? I've never played it, to be honest. I like the way that as you out-level enemies as well, you do seem to get a much higher evade chance against them, so you can just obliterate them as you go through without taking too much damage. Especially as you backtrack and go through the older areas that you've already explored previously. I mean, I don't think there's a fast travel in Secrets of Mana, fast travel option. Yeah, what I'm doing, guys, just in case you're wondering, is we're heading to the Water Palace, which is where Luca resides. I have no idea if we're going the right way, but I tend to find if you just go ahead and run around, you eventually bump into signposts and stuff. Yeah, don't worry, Victorina, it's pretty much how it is here for me. Seeing as how, well, I'm a bloke and I'm the only one that uses this room, you can imagine it's not necessarily in the tidiest of conditions. My wife will only step into the garage if she absolutely has to. Spear level 3 now, brilliant stuff. Okay, we can head to Potos Village because I know that's quite close to the Water Palace. Okay, I'm going to use the sword now as well so we can start levelling it. Yep, we'll spring up. Okay, this is not the right way because that'll just take us back down to that springy thing. Hello as well to those that have joined us on Twitch. Thanks for stopping by to the live stream. I'll just check we're going the right way here. Water Palace up. Potos Village is to the right. We're going to the Water Palace. But which way is up? I think it's this way. I reckon it is. Okay, we can use the cannon and that'll take us straight there.
Hey there. Special offer just for you. Only the water
Yeah,
palace,
we'll go
huh?
for it. I don't think I've ever gone there manually by running, actually. But the cannon does the trick. Right, hello,
This is
Luca.
horrible. Someone has taken the mana seed of water. This crime doesn't seem like the Empire's usual trickery. How strange. Someone must have snuck in and stolen the seed while Undine's barrier was weakened. You must not let that seed fall into the wrong hands. Get it back as soon as you can. Wait, I see it. The seed is in the depths of Gaia's navel.
Gaia's navel. Okay, I believe that's through the Haunted Forest, if I'm remembering things correctly. Perhaps somebody who knows the game can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But we'll start by heading out of the actual Water Palace here. As we start making our way over to wherever this place is. Gaia's navel. In fact, is that where the Dwarven village is? Right, we need to start finding some signposts again then. Could somebody in chat just tell me, please, if Gaia's Navel is where the Dwarven village is, or is that somewhere else? Right, we'll leave this place for now. Don't need to come here. Is there another exit? No, there isn't. Danger, beware of goblins. Okay, thanks for confirming that then, Joshua. So we want to head back to the Dwarven place. So that's going to be our next destination. And that's going to start us off on our journey by heading towards Pandora village, I think will be best. Or that will start us off on our journey going to Pandora village.
You asked for it.
Oh, we can't jump down there. We can only jump up. Yeah, thanks Abhijit. You take care, mate.
No way.
Thanks for stopping by.
Get ready.
See you later, Joel. Take care. Thanks for joining us. Just going to ignore some of these enemies for now as we just make our way back. Is this Pandora? Yep. See, I'm starting to get my bearings more now as we traverse the landscape multiple times here. And I think this is the way back to the Dwarven village.
You asked for it.
Did we level up the sword as well? Let me just check that. No, we've just leveled up the spear at the moment.
No way. No way.
So we are still hitting things, but I do want to try and ignore them if we can. However, some enemies do just like to get in the way, don't they? Just to make things a bit more awkward. In a sense, it's probably a good thing that I'm doing this on live stream for my sanity anyway. I reckon there'd be a heck of a lot of editing if I was doing this as a pre-recorded upload type walkthrough. Since I almost certainly want to cut out all these journeys we keep making across the landscape. I am enjoying doing the live streams actually. I'm finding it a lot more enjoyable being able to chat to folks as I play along, as opposed to having to talk to myself, which I've never been that good at, to be honest with you. There we go. Yeah, they have, haven't they, Joshua? When you stay at an inn now, just in case you guys don't know what we're talking about. Unlike in the original, when you stay at an inn nowadays, in the remake, you actually get a little cutscene with some banter and dialogue between the various party members. Let's ignore that one. No, it wasn't on the original, was it? That is definitely something new for the remake. I do remember reading that that's the case. Ah, there we go. Sword is now level 3. So we are actually starting to do a pretty decent job here at levelling up our weapons. Still got a ways to go for sure. But hey, we are at least getting somewhere. Dead? Nope. Okay, so it's the next level down where we can enter. I don't know why either, but our party members tend to get stuck around this particular zone, or this particular level, or whatever you want to call it. They cannot navigate all the different stairs and what have you. They just can't do it, they can't manage it. Hey, we're back. Kind of feel like we didn't need to take the detour here a moment ago when we upgraded our weapons. But hey, at least we managed to level them up a bit by going to the water palace and back. So it probably wasn't a bad idea to do that. Alright guys, well since we're back at the Dwarven village here, which is where we need to be for the next destination, I can see that we've lost quite a few people on stream, which is fine, but I'm going to use that as an opportunity to say goodbye. And we'll finish off for the day here. So I should be back tomorrow to stream again, and I should be back tomorrow evening as well. So probably do some of Secret of Mana and Final Fantasy 12. I'm not sure which order yet, but we should get both games in the one day. So hopefully you can come and join me for hopefully one of those streams. And we'll just rest up here before we save so we can replenish our mana. I might spend a bit of time off stream before the next one. Just levelling up some of the other spells that we've got, some of the other magic, such as the gnome magic. As I haven't really used that a whole lot yet.
Huh?
So this is the banter that we now get in the remake when we stay at an inn.
You're still worried about that? It's a big deal to me. You know I only have eyes for dialogue. I know. But gnome didn't mean anything by it.
Besides, it's not like you're married to dialogue.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by today, Victorina.
Of course not.
Well then, who cares?
Don't forget, guys, if you want to support the stream, please just consider leaving a like on it, a YouTube like if you're watching on YouTube.
Overheard and thought I was cheating on dialogue with a tiny sprite. If dialogue heard, he'd be devastated.
He'd probably understand that it was a joke.
You don't understand. You guys are forbidden from calling me Mrs. ever again. Oh, hey, Gnome got me thinking about mana seeds, so I figured I'd ask. Can I taste the next one? Don't change the subject!
I think you actually get multiple dialogues here. Perhaps in a single stay, if you haven't caught up on them. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save. And we're now 6.5 hours, or just under 6.5 hours into the game. So I've heard this is about a 20-hour game. So we're making good progress. I'm sure we'll get to the end of it in the not too distant future. Alright then guys, well, I'm going to finish off the stream, so see you all later. Goodbye.